Hello, my name is Shirley, and welcome back for another episode of Victoria as Finland. In previous episode, first of all, Germany kind of became wary of us, or cautious of us, so we're not going to be able to join their trade union, but we might be able to join the Confederates trade union eventually, although they are also a little bit cautious of us for the time being. But hopefully that will get a little bit better. We are also not necessarily too far from becoming a major power, although we're not there yet. But anyway, I suppose at least our economy is doing alright, although the investment pool is starting to dry up soon. It's less than 8 million now. So we're not going to increase the construction speed any further, I don't think. We are about 2 years away from the mobile armor research being completed. We are also getting the aircraft carrier right now, which is actually going to probably complete before the mobile armor. Actually, I don't know. Oh, torrential rain started. Oh dear. That's not good. Oh, and the steel mill building throughput is increased by 10% now. That's kind of handy. So we're building a bit of extra motor industries right now because we kind of want to make sure that we've got plenty of engine production. Because, well, we'll be needing a whole lot of them for helping with the automation, as well as just, you know, having a good supply of it. The world market does have quite a bit of demand for them, admittedly, as well, so we could potentially export a whole lot of them. So that is at least good. Oh, right, and the Balkans interest has deactivated. So we lost one of our interests, I suppose, but that's alright. So the GDP is at 52 million, so we're number 21 right now. So who are we behind? The Ottomans. Oh, okay, so we're overtaking those soon. Oh, them soon. So let's see. Party papers. Party affiliation newspapers have been proliferating during this election season. Publications associated with the Finnish party have been particularly effective in spreading the party line. I'm just going to boost the paper mill through it, quite frankly. So how's the... right, the Finnish party is going to get a whole lot of votes. I don't think we'll be getting the multiculturalism laws anytime soon. Although, if we can somehow finagle the Labour Party into the government, we might be able to pass it. There's a tiny bit of support for it already, and yeah, if we get the trade unions in there, then that might be possible. Not exactly sure how well exactly, but we'll see. I mean, it's probably going to be like 20% versus a whole lot of opposition, but we'll see. Oh, what, now we're going to declare another interest? Oh, wow. Huh. Okay, well, we can put the Balkans' interest back, I suppose. That's alright. Our market still has quite a bit of demand for glass. And, hey, Optimus Online, there we go. So glass, engines, and steel. Now the steel production should be improving thanks to the 10% boost. Although, oh, the steel mills aren't necessarily fully active. Oh, and they need a whole lot of power. Well, that makes sense. Is there, oh yeah, there's another power plant being built in Newland. And I believe, yeah, there's 10 already in Kuopio as well. Could use a bit more workforce though. I don't suppose if there is any, I don't think there's any major or mass immigration happening right now, which is a bit of a shame. I suppose that's to be expected. But the population is growing quite nicely. It's already 9.5 million. Defender of decency. I'm going to reduce the petty bourgeoisie's power a little bit, and also the momentum of the Finnish party. Maybe we can get some more votes. Oh, the Labour Party is going to get more than a third of the votes. Or around a third of the votes. Okay, the People's Party, on the other hand, is not doing as well. But we'll live with that. We will live with that. So I do wonder, actually, who are we catching up in terms of population now? Carnatic, okay. We've overtaken Sokoto just about. And we've overtaken Bengal. And some of the, quite a few other nations. Scandinavia's got 16.7 million. That's quite a sizable population, quite frankly. But at least we've got still a fairly decent amount of money. The investment pool is still going down, so I suppose we might need to, or we might start losing a bit of money. At the point of where the investment pool runs out. Now, it's luckily slowing down a little bit. So actually, what is the private sector building right now? A whole lot of railways. Okay, so a whole lot. Okay, there's a power plant being built. Lots of power plants, actually. On various locations. But I'm hoping that those will at least help a little bit with the economy as well. A donation of knowledge. You know what? I'll take it. Industrialists do get a bit more powerful. So I'll take a free university. And it's the first one in Åland, actually. Which, admittedly, with the low population, yeah, it's got 100,000 in there total. Oh, right, with the rains, of course, the infrastructure is reduced drastically. So we might have a bit of a... Well, it's mostly Oulu, actually, that has issues with the infrastructure right now. Everywhere else is fine. But we also need a whole lot more workers in here to run most of the industries. Which is not really helping our current situation, I suppose. Oh, the land of plenty. Country's high standard of living has resulted in a widespread sense of contentment with the status quo, favouring Mikko on Hesse Castle and the sitting Finnish party in the ongoing elections. So who's that? That's the, right, leader of the petty bourgeoisie. I mean, okay, I guess they'll just get more votes. Not necessarily wanting to give more power to the petty bourgeoisie and with the ethnic nationalists. That's going to be very strongly opposing the multiculturalism that we kind of do want to push for. Well, we might need to do some more construction work for the government as well. So here's the thing, though. What do we need? I mean, I suppose more glass... Oh, we do need a bit of small arms as well. I believe we've got a small arms industry. It's just not hiring enough people right now, so there's no need to build more. We might get another glassworks somewhere. Let's actually have a look. Where would that be most effective? I guess our capital? Actually, no. It's not most effective in there. Lower Congo would be slightly more profitable, but, you know, actually, yeah. Oh, no, but the construction efficiency is so bad. I don't know. Well, could go for West Karelia, actually. That's still slightly better. Go there. And then maybe we'll go and just help with the power plant construction work over here. Looks like the power price is actually dropping a little bit in our capital already. Okay, so that's not too bad then. What else do we need? I mean, steel? We need more lead, but we can't build any more lead mines. Automobiles, there's a huge demand for those as well. I suppose we could always just build some more automotive industries. That's still pretty good profitability, admittedly. Actually, let's have a look. So it's 9th most productive automotive industries. Yeah, okay, so it's not that great. Of course, we do also have the other one over here, which produces the planes, but this one's not as good profitability. Now, this is eventually going to turn into the tank production as well. Now, that's going to require some extra steel, but that's about it. So we got the most of the stuff already produced. I mean, the oil is a bit, well, not nearly sufficient production, but it's probably going to be good enough for now. Right, so the investment port is still going down, but at least the GDP is still on the rise. The literary rate hasn't really increased too much. At least the population is on a very steep curve here. And looks like the amount of radicals, I mean, I think it might be slightly increasing. It's not too bad. We've still got 18.7 standard of living, so it's not too bad. Bishop takes Black Pawn. Sorry for the Finnish party's wealthiest supporters. Valenius began a long-winded rant about the merits of slavery and discrimination. I suppose we'll just go with the first one. People are entitled to their opinions, even if they are wrong. They get a bit more momentum, but yeah, we don't get radicals too much or anything like that. Oh, well, we haven't completed that one yet. I might go ahead and just build some more. Actually, the motor industries, well, they are hiring quite a bit. We could maybe get another steel mill, actually. That might still be worthwhile. Because all of these will be privatized, so that's probably going to have a bit of impact on the investment pool still. Even if we don't really want to reduce it too much. But since we're kind of forced to privatize everything anyway. Oh, and we're getting this little bit of land over here in between our colony and the Dutch colony there. That's actually rather handy. Now, as soon as we can get the... Actually... So, after we've done the mobile armor, we'll get the malaria prevention so we can actually get through. We're currently getting the multilateral alliances. And that's, well, it's about halfway done. But yeah, I'm hoping to get that one done soon afterwards, and then we'll probably help with the production side of things. Maybe get the telephones and things of that nature. And maybe all the way to radios, actually, because radios would unlock so much of the better ships and better infantry and all that. Kinda is going to be needed. I think also for the armor stuff. Ooh, right, there's the election done. Now, can we make a government with the... It would be pretty bad legitimacy. We could potentially bring in the intelligentsia. But they are... Oh, they're also ethno-nationalists, never mind. Right, I think we'll just hold on as is. I mean, technically speaking, no, it's 42% for just the trade unions. How bad would that be? I mean, it would be pretty bad, but that might allow us to push for more... Oh, right, yeah, we've got some socialists in here. Well, I suppose that makes sense. Humanitarian, so... Or if we go for this... Sure. It's going to be pretty bad, but it might allow us to get the multiculturalism 20% versus 24%. Pretty Portrait is going to hate that. Intelligence is going to hate that, which is a little bit ridiculous, but nonetheless, we can maybe get that law passed. Then we can start having a lot more migration coming from elsewhere as well, maybe. Because we do have the open borders and all that. So I think that's going to be fine. If we can pass it. And we'll definitely give it a go, at least. Oh, well, there we go. We got on that one. Now it's another 700 days for another tile over here. At least for the time being. I'm sure that the speed is going to go up eventually. It's just a little bit limited for the time being. Oh, actually, there is no chance of stall. There's still about 37% chance of debate. But other than that, I think we are actually going to get this law passed. It's going to take probably a few years. We will then have that, and that's going to be... I don't know if it's going to get through the rest of the egalitarian society already, or if there's going to be a few more steps in this sort of thing, but I'm hoping that we can pass that. Oh, and we might be running out of things to construct again. Oh, no, not yet, actually. We're making a whole lot of money, though. And the investment port is also going up, which is interesting. Mind you, I'm not going to complain about that, but yeah, no, we do need to probably build some more. So what do we need? Let's actually have a look at the market price. So we could maybe get another fine art academy somewhere. I guess our capital will do. But at least that's another building. Although there's going to be 2 completed sooner, so we'll probably need something else as well. I guess we can't produce our silk yet. We don't have the artificial silk. And tea, we do have a little bit of domestic production for. But it's definitely very limited. Explosives we might be able to get. So let's actually have a look at the raw numbers. I guess glass is still another thing that we could still expand further. I guess we'll get another one in our capital as well. One thing that I do kind of find a little bit annoying with the build menu, like it's just, especially for the urban stuff, like it lists, even if you have it limited to domestic, you need to refresh it before it updates the list again, otherwise it shows everywhere where you can build, which gets a little bit annoying at times. Oh, actually, West Karelia could have a steel mill. I suppose there's a lot of things that will probably need some steel in there, isn't there? You know what? Sure, we'll build one there. I mean, is there actually... Well, I don't think... Well, there might be a little bit of things that need steel. But nonetheless, we'll build that in there. Hopefully it will actually make a profit. Yes, the government is a bit unacceptable, so the time that it takes for the rolls for the multiculturalism, it's going to take a while. I'm sure that we'll eventually get that one through. Right, how's the Confederates? They're still cautious towards us. They are fighting a war. Oh. They're fighting a war down here. What's that war about then? Oh, they want to make Gaza a protectorate. No, that has to say Gaza or Mozambique. Oh, and there we go. Another automotive industry will be built. I suppose we'll just keep on expanding the automotive industry. Because we are probably the... No, we're not the leading producer, but I think we're still... Oh, we're number 5 now. Oh, USA has overtaken us. Okay, we need to increase the production then. We need to catch up in there. But yeah, so we'll keep on expanding that for sure. I'm sure that that is going to be something that is going to be quite profitable in the long run. We're already at 54 million now, so the GDP is growing at a fairly steady speed. I reckon with the automobile industries, it's going to go up even faster. I think we'll keep on just building more and more in there, because again, there is... Actually, there is bound to be a fairly... Oh, no, that's oil. The cars, yeah, there's a fairly sizable demand still for the cars, and I suppose as there's more cars available, then more people will use those and all that. So the demand will actually just keep on climbing to a certain point. Right, so I believe we got still... Yeah, we can't improve relations. We can't unfortunately join either. Let's actually have a look at the leverage stuff. So who's got the most on us? The preferential states has the most. And they are getting a lot of power, actually. So they should be having about 160 advantage over us soon enough. Or, you know, overall. At some point. Because our leverage is... we've got a decent bit of leverage resistance. I've still got the protectionism. There's another thing that we may need to try to switch away from, but I don't know if we have a whole lot of support for the laws. Not really, so it might be tricky. That's mostly the reason why we still have it, because there's just not been really pushed to switch either side or any other direction from there. So that's kind of why we're somewhat stuck there. Oh, they want to have Arts Academy at level 5. Okay. I think we're going to manage that. We'll just go ahead and build another 2 levels for the Arts Academy in our capital. That's going to get the film arts. That's hopefully going to give us some nice benefits. Urbanized Finland is... that's going to be probably a bit tricky. Oh, Baltic Socialist Revolt. Well, well, well. Now, they got 2 states, and then the Baltic governors, of course, got 2 states. Well, of course, they do have Russia supporting them. But there's not too much I can do there. Oh, Russia stopped damaging relations. Well, there we go. Oh, and there we go. Investment pool is actually increasing. Overall, we're actually making more and more money right now, which is not bad. Now, is the population... Well, I'm supposed... Yes, 9.6 million. We're nearly at 55 million GDP. Oh, there we go, 55.1. Hey, low progress study. Wow, that's on the first roll we get forward. Well, that is very lucky. So I ain't complaining. I'm going to guess that the legitimacy is not going to really be improving quite yet. Yeah, it does add some more radicals right now, which is to be expected. But hopefully, we can, if we can pass the multiculturalism, we can then maybe start improving it a bit further. Might not be immediate, but I suspect we can start improving the situation. Of course, the population can start increasing drastically after that. Let's see, the power block, yeah, they got a leverage of 75, or the advantage of 75 right now. It would reduce the cohesion a little bit, but yeah, they're not going to allow us to join quite yet, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, we're making so much money. I suspect that it might be because some of the construction work stalled there for a moment. Oh, right, that's a whole lot of construction work in Karnataka, I believe. There's also a paper mill being built in Lower Congo. Oh, India has formed steadfast union. Ooh. I wonder if they've got any advantage over me yet. No, not really. Well, of course, it's just formed. So that's a military treaty, though. That's not something that we're necessarily interested in. Oh, we're number 17 in the prestige now. There we go. We still need another 65 points at least of prestige before we can become a great power. Or major power right now, I believe. I believe the great power is the last one. Yeah, it's the major power that we could become. There we go. At least the power price is going down, which is quite nice. Or at least locally it's going down. We've got plenty of coal, actually. I believe... Do we still have the treaties where we're importing that stuff? Not directly, okay. I'm pretty sure that it is still mostly being imported, but you know what? If there's less and less coal needed... Yeah, the trade centers are importing 8,000. Well, 8,500 actually. There's a little bit coal mines in Finnish Congo, but that's about it. So it's still mostly imported. I suppose the world market does have a lot of it, so, you know, I suppose if the housing needs are going down in that, as people are using more and more electricity, then I suppose it's fine. We might also build a few more power plants over here. Let's get to 30 total. I reckon the Nokia's owns a good chunk of it in here already. It's got 15 levels in our capital of just the power plants alone. It'll probably be having a bit more soon enough, but that's fine. So that's going to get the construction going quite nicely, and... Actually, let me take another look at the leverage. So, oh, yeah, they are going to have a decent bit. They currently have 100 points advantage over the next one, which actually is the unclaimed leverage right now. Oh, Portuguese Congo is starting to colonize in Lower Congo. Yeah, they are. Yeah, we might not be able to colonize too much in here. I'm still going to try to focus down on Congo itself, because that's... oh, still improving relations. That's going to allow us to maybe get a few more oil rigs and whatnot. Because in Lower Congo, we actually haven't discovered even the rubber yet. Sure, we will eventually, but just haven't done that yet. I don't know if there's going to be oil there, actually. Oh, they've got another 2 automotive industries will be done soon. And yeah, the profitability of this is... Oh, that's 24,000. That is insanely good. Oh, Canla Iozuma. So this is the petty bourgeoisie. You know what? You must resign. Let's see, what do we got now? Democrat, okay. Well, that's good. At least they won't oppose the multiculturalism then as heavily. Industrial fitting to the government, to colonial exploitation. We could offer them intervention. Now, I don't want to offer interventionism, to be fair, either. Because I want to hold on to the laissez faire, quite frankly. I'll just take the legitimacy hit, quite frankly. We are still in the same bracket, nonetheless, so it's not like it's a huge disaster. It's not great, mind you, but it's not a huge disaster, yeah. And about 1/3 of the population are loyalists still, so that's good. Standard of living hasn't started increasing too much, but we are now number 20 in terms of GDP, so I believe we've overtaken the Ottoman Empire. Indeed we have. By a decent bit, actually. Then Korea is going to be the next one to potentially overtake. It might take a little while, though. But then we're going to hopefully start climbing up in here. I don't know how far we can actually get the GDP before the end of the game. Like, I'm kind of hoping that we can get to like 100 million. That would already be pretty decent. But I'm not going to hold my breath for that. I mean, it might get there. We might get there, especially if we get the multiculturalism and start having a whole lot of people moving into the nation, which means that the industries can start pumping out a whole lot more stuff because there's workforce available. Thieves and liars. Reactionary movement has begun propaganda campaign painting Congo people as criminals who will be allowed to run rampant under the new multiculturalism law. So we can take a hit of 50 authority while we pass this law, but that's going to be 15% boost. Yeah, I think we'll do that. It's a good thing. Oh, actually. Right, because we had some modifiers in here, so it's actually reducing it further. But, you know, 35% chance now is not too bad. And the debate chance is only 21% chance, so that's actually not bad at all. Oh, Indian-British rivalry declared. Well, who could have seen that coming? How's the Arts Academy actually doing? So it's already level 4, and they have already maxed out the hiring. So I suppose there's still pretty good demand in here. Globally, there's not necessarily huge demand, but it's okay. Like, I think there is actually more export than import, but I suppose there's also the basic, inherent demand of 15, which, yeah, I suppose that's not a whole lot. Right, so we're building actually 5 power plants at the same time, huh? And it's the investment pool. It is actually still hovering over 5 million, although I suppose since they're buying more and more of the stuff that I build, it might not be improving the situation too much. Let's actually have a look. Is there any other states that have a huge demand for more power? Well, I suppose we could get 1 power plant at least in Åland, so that they can get some power in there as well. So we can, because I'm pretty sure that for heating, let's actually have a look. The heating needs, so it is, well, it's the same amount as coal for heating compared to wood. But yeah, it's still, if we can make sure that it's produced fairly cheaply. Now, so, oh, hold on a minute. Let's actually double check. So it takes 5 coal to produce 25 power. So it's basically, it is a lot cheaper heating to produce in a way, because we'll get a lot more. And then there's going to be the, yeah, another power plant about to be completed. Right, what else do we need? We do need more engines. I guess we'll just get another motor engine in our capital. At least we'll get the economy of scale over here. I mean, the throughput is through the roof, to be fair. Let's keep on producing as much as we can. So actually, in terms of prestige, do we, other than being the leading producer of aeroplanes, no, that's the only thing that we're in top 3. Empty pockets. Orthodox rights movement. We'll get a bit more loyalists. They'll lose a bit of pop attraction. That's kind of an easy option for us right now. Well, there we are, 9.7 million population. That's pretty decent. So in Lower Congo, actually, what do we have? Do we still have... No, we don't have room for any more plantations. There's a bit of unemployed in there, actually. Oh. So there's 2 factories being built, so that's kind of good. And then I guess in Finnish Congo, there's a bit more room. Oh, there's also... Oh, yeah, we could have so many coal mines in here. It wouldn't necessarily be worthwhile right now, but at least we have the option. Oh, and we are making a whole lot of money right now. The investment port is still actually drifting downwards, though. But let's, actually, we'll build some more... Actually, we might need some engines over here as well, so we'll get another motor engine in Kuopio. And then we could maybe get some tooling workshops, although I suppose the tools aren't really that bad of a price. I don't think there's, well, I mean, there's still probably going to be some demand globally, but it's not necessarily going to be too bad. But we should be almost, oh yeah, 13 weeks for the tanks. Oh, we're so close. And then we're going to get the production going. I believe this particular automotive industry does still need a level. And that is subsidized. Okay, so we can hopefully get the production of airplanes be Or planes and tanks be high enough? I mean, basically, it's just the tanks that we need to produce. Let's be honest. The 100 for the achievement. But I think we are going to get that soon. There's also a whole lot of textile mills being built in India, I guess. In Karnataka, which would be down here. So who are they? Oh, they're part of the German market. Well, oh, they're all in Scandinavia. Oh, well, that would make sense. Kind of. So that's why we're building in there. And we're building quite a bit in there. Right, speaking of automobiles, since we've got one being built there in Kuopio, we'll build a bit more up here. Oh, more. Oh, rubber discovered in Lower Congo, finally. Bring everyone to finish Lower Congo and get to work, so that's one option. That would give us rubber plantation, we'll get the rubber rush. State construction efficiency would go up, migration traction and plantation throughput. Or reason for existence, the existing rubber plantation is to work harder. So employee mortality would go up now. Let rubber always drive new growth. Oh, right, that's automatically added. Okay, you know what? Yeah. We'll go let rubber always drive new growth. Sure, so let's actually have a look. How much do we have room in there now? 19. Okay, we'll build 5 to get started. And let's see, multicultural, is that going forward? Oh, it did. There we go. So now we just need to get the one last success in there, and then we'll have the law pass. And my goodness, that's going to be great for the... well, first of all, a lot more people will then be part of the accepted cultures, so to speak, but also we'll probably get a bit more migration coming in. At least that's kind of the plan. Now, we'll see how well that goes. Also making quite a bit of money right now. We could even potentially look... Well, actually, if we reduce taxes, that's going to be quite expensive. We could increase the military wages, I guess. Allowing a bit more money to go back to the population. Could alternatively also get rid of the porcelain tax. That might reduce the money a bit further. It also would get us the authority back, so we can maybe pass the law slightly faster. Now it's 36% chance to pass the law, admittedly. Alright, yeah, it's slowly increasing there, but it's not going to be a huge increase yet. But we're almost there with the armor. 14 days. I think that's 7 days, and now multilateral alliances just got unlocked. So we're going to have multiple alliances. I don't know. We don't have any alliances right now, do we? Not really, and for some reason it's showing still the Dutch over here, although we don't actually have any treaties with them anymore. Oh, wait, what's Sweden? Oh! Sweden and the Dutch are fighting right now. Oh, okay. What's that war about? Oh. Return Scandinavia and Togo. Enforce investment rights. Conquer Togo. Okay, so it's a bit of a colonial war, really. Now, Confederates. Could I draft a treaty with you for anything? Not really. Never mind then. It's just mostly I want to get into the market to get access to all the oil. That's mostly it. Hey, malaria prevention is spreading, and we'll be researching that soon enough as well, so that's going to get done fairly quickly then. There we go, mobile armor. So, let's go for the automotive industries in here and start tank production. It might be a bit of deficit in here, admittedly, but we want to make sure that this is producing as much as possible, and we might be the first one producing the tanks. Yeah, I think we are the first one producing tanks. But it needs to take a few moments to actually start producing. But that should give us another, I think, 40 prestige, I guess. So that should get us pretty close to... Oh, yeah, there we go. 615 now total. So I need a little bit more. Unfortunately, that's not quite enough production yet per week, I reckon. It's 89, so we need that one level, which is underway. That's 8 more weeks. Oh, and is there actually some... yeah, we're number 1 producer. We are probably exporting... Oh, yeah, trade centers selling a lot of that. I'm guessing over here there's the inherent demand of 30, yeah. So right now... there's actually more offer than demanded. So the world market price of the tank should go down soon enough. And that might then mean that we'll actually start making a bit more money from selling the tanks as well. No, now we're selling 60. Yeah, but we're still the only one selling. But soon, TM, we'll have that sorted out. And let's go and queue up some more techs in here. So we're not necessarily going to focus on military any further. Society will get the malaria prevention. I think after that, I mean, we could always go for the elevators, for example. And maybe the zeppelins. So there's a bit of society stuff. We could also help with the production. Like maybe, well, the plastic's going to be completed before we get to that. We could get the steam turbine to assist with the power production even further. And then maybe get the telephone after that. Maybe electrical capacitors after that as well. So we can get a few of these things and then maybe the electric railways. That's going to be probably quite a bit. I mean, we could also get conveyors probably. We'll see how far we can get with the text there, quite frankly. So we got 56 million in GDP. Oh, and looks like Scandinavia might be losing their war. Alright then. Oh, and there's the aircraft carriers. Now, we can't actually build those because we don't have radio production at all. Or we don't have radios in our market at all, rather, so that's a bit of a problem. But anyway, unfortunately, I believe we are out of time with this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.